Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. So, the party sets off on their first adventure outside of town all week. Let's get some overland with oxen going on.
Okay, I just want to say, Neal, if you're looking to alter some spells here, I just got to say right now, second edition of Find Familiar is basically who wants to pay 1,000 gold to lose a point of Constitution?
And then die when the familiar dies.
Yeah. Well, no, here it's just you lose the point of Constitution when your familiar dies.
Oh, really?
Unless you make a system shock roll, which, of course, a wizard isn't going to make because what wizard's going to have a great system shock roll. But you get to pay 1,000 gold to do this. Unfortunately, you can only get to lose that point of Constitution once a year.
But they do give you some cool bonuses, right?
No, nothing. Pretty much nothing. You can see through their eyes. So, which is basically like, I think I'd like to send my familiar ahead to go be killed by those orcs. It's going to spy on. Basically, you get to see the way it is here. You get to see through the familiar's eyes, and that's it.
The risks weight.
You don't even get the hit point
benefits.
Yeah, there's like no. Because I was thinking like is a final way to get the cat to stay. I could cast Find Familiar,
and have the cat be your familiar.
Yes, but then I was like 1,000 gold, and it's basically like who wants to lose a point of Constitution?
Where the hell is my player's handbook? I could have sworn there was something in it. Can't you like get an imp familiar?
Not anymore. And I'm looking at what your spell website.
Right.
And I know it used to be you could get, because I was like looking to see, well, what. I mean, I'm neutral good, so what kind of familiar? I know there were some special familiars, but...
Here we go. In the Monstrous Manual, it says when... Let's see. The imps are beings of very evil nature who originate on the darkest of evil planes. Their main purpose on the prime material plane is to spread evil by assisting lawful evil wizards and priests. When a person is judged worthy of an imp service, the imp comes in answer to a Find Familiar spell. And that gives you all sorts of stuff, like... Gives you illusions...
But the spell as in the thing it used to have like the ability to get pseudo dragons and brownies and all kinds of shit.
An imp familiar gives the wizard 25% magical resistance and regeneration.
Yeah,
that's pretty bomb.
Except look at the actual spell; it doesn't say that anymore.
Well, that's in the imp section of the Monsters Manual. You have to be a lawful evil wizard that is worthy of an imp.
And how many times is a player going to be a lawful evil wizard?
Like, all the time.
Alright, that's fair, actually.
Can you name a non-evil wizard that has ever existed?
I mean, Maximilian doesn't sound pretty evil.
He was just peeping in on a girl's window.
Is that evil, or is that...
That's not evil. Chaotic neutral, like, come on.
That's...
I don't know, peeping on...
Right here, hello, neutral good. Right here.
I don't know if Jill's neutral good.
How is she not neutral good?
She's kind of just chaotic neutral. Jill just does... Have you seen the shit Jill gets involved with in? She is definitely a creature of chaos.
Yeah, well, I'm like a combined between... I mean, neutral means you do chaotic and lawful things. You do both.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting lost on a tangent that doesn't matter. You guys set off on your quest to go to Wick Lamdo and turn in this, hide this ring, and, well, save the princess. So, you set off on the road. What is your marching order, and what songs do you sing to keep morale up?
Well, at some point, I'm just gonna, like, fall back and go, so what's up with the ring? To Jill.
I don't know. You guys were there. I just heard about it later. Now,
no, I put my hand on her shoulder and go, I identified that ring. What's up with the ring?
I go, I couldn't tell you. Anyway, I think you can come in on the chorus Ready? We're on the road
No,
off
no,
to
no,
Wick
no, no.
Lambdo. We're gonna throw a ring in a cave.
Throw a ring in a cave.
Zen, are you saying that this
No,
fake?
you can't
this
hear
is
it.
a fake
You
mission.
can't hear it.
Oh,
You
I'm
can't
not
hear
with
it.
the.
I was specifically behind whispering to Melissa.
Oh, whispering. Damn it. I want to be in this conversation.
Okay. While you guys are marching and there's this whispering going on, and Jill is singing her songs, and not Charos, Connar is the Rock is pitching
Oh my
in.
god,
Charos?
Charos.
Where did
Neal,
Charos
you are the
come from?
worst. Absolute worst.
They
Neal.
both start with a C, and you're not in your chair.
Absolute
And I was looking
worst.
I looked at your screen, and I thought chair because you weren't in it, and then Charos and Connar, and I'm sorry.
I'm never gonna live that down now. Charos is gonna bring it up, and I'm like,
Well, maybe if you were sitting in your spot, I wouldn't have confused you for a chair.
no, you definitely would have. Let's be honest, Neal. You definitely
All
would
right.
have.
Anyway, you're walking down the road when everyone needs to make a perception check.
Wait, didn't
Is
we
it Dorothy
watch the
Lamour?
marching order first, right?
Well, Zen and Jill are in the back, and that's close enough. So
okay.
marching order for not the marching order, perceptions for checks for everybody.
I'm ready
God,
to
it's like
fail.
50 million things, but we're looking for perception checks.
I'm
we get
looking
a
for Dorothy Lamour.
25,
Fail.
19, 20, and
Alright.
oh, did Killer already roll his? Was that 24 yours?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
That was last current one, so.
Perfect. All right, so it looks
Rolled
like
5
Killer
perception
D
checks today.
and The Rock, as you guys are all marching, notice some shuffling off in the bushes just in time to avoid the Goblin ambush. God, I should have
Oh,
queued it up
good.
with the music right in time. There we go.
Oh, no,
Now it kicks in.
goblins.
From the bushes leap a horde of goblins. A whole horde. In fact, there are enough goblins that we're just going to roll group initiative to handle it all, because there's dozens of them. Baker's dozens. Maybe not quite that many, but there's a lot of goblins around. So somebody, why don't we just start with Max, and we'll go through the whole team. Max, Nick, Rob, Connar. Roll a d10 for your party's initiative.
Okay, well, looks like I'm starting.
Do it quick.
Oh!
Yes!
The
Yes.
party goes first as, I don't know, maybe a score of goblins jump out at you? There's a lot of them, and it's all of a sudden.
Improve Phantasmal Force Firebolt.
Alright, you're improved Phantasmal Forcing Fireballing. Zen, what are you doing?
Wait, this is the same day. I already
Web,
cast a
wherever
spell
the fireball
earlier today or
doesn't
not?
hit.
Is this the same day still?
This is the same day, yes.
Ah, damn it.
Yes! Alright, you're casting Web at all of the goblins. Jack and Jill, what are you doing?
Yep.
I'm going to cast Sleep.
You're casting Sleep. Connar, what are you
On
doing?
whoever doesn't get
Well, you see,
damaged
here,
by
Neal,
the things.
this is my specialty. I've got a big sword, and are you gonna let me cleave?
Oh, wait, before you do that, I'm gonna cast them Enlarge on you.
Alright, so you're casting Enlarge. He's going to try and
Yeah.
cleave. I'll say it's cumulative -4 penalties for each creature on the cleave. So the first one's -4, then if you hit and kill, then you can make a roll at -8 against the second, and so forth.
Oh, dang, that's pretty gnarly.
No, Neil. That's not how you've done it in the past.
It's
minus
not how
4,
I've
minus
done it
6,
in the
minus 8.
past, but that's how we're doing it now, because I like to try out different things to get the feel for it all.
Alright,
You know, you gotta try new things to see what works best.
just sir.
Alright, so the web spell
No, I got
goes
it.
off, covering a section of branches and dice directly in front of you, ensnaring many of the goblins, but not all of them, because I'm going to roll some saves. Ooh, wow, that is 3 of the 7 on that side are escaped the web, so 4 of them are caught. I need a binder to track all of these things.
You need an entire.
Are you saying I can only catch 7?
Well, because you're going down a road, and
Total
this is a goblin
in the area?
ambush, so there are some on one side, some on the other side. and they're hitting you guys
like,
as
some
you're
right.
right in between them. So you can web one side or the other, not both. So you can hit all of them that were on the left side of the road, but 3 of them passed their saves and escape.
Hold on. What is the web save?
Aren't the goblins afraid of someone that just grew by 40%?
Maybe, but it's still the party's turn. So Jill, why don't
wait,
you roll
Neal?
me?
Neal?
What's up?
Anyone in the area when the spell is cast must roll a saving throw versus spell with a -2 penalty. If the saving throw is successful, 2 things may have occurred. If the creature has room to escape the area, then they can jump free. If not, they can move through half speed.
All right, let's see what the goblin's saving throw versus spell is. Their saving throw is a 17, so they need a 19 or higher, which means 2, not 3, escape.
Wow, they rolled high.
Yeah, they rolled 17, 19, 20.
Dang.
So
Right.
5 are webbed, 2 are free.
Well, at least that wasn't a crit against someone. And then...
Jill, roll me the 2d4 or 2d6 or whatever it is for your HP
2d4.
of goblins that are slept.
I mean, if you want to give them 2d6.
Yeah, whatever it is. 4.
Ends up
4 hit die.
All right, you sleep the 2 ones that escaped on that side, and it splashes over and spills into 2 more that were webbed on that side. Okay, and Maximilian, you grab Connor's shoulder, and he enlarges by what percentage?
40.
40%, Connor.
Ooh.
All right, it's your turn.
All right.
There are a smattering of not kobolds, goblins on the other side of the road from you.
All right.
On the other side of the road from the web.
All right. You know what, Neal? I'll play along with your little experiment.
Thank you.
Let's cleave them.
All right.
Shouldn't be that hard to hit. They're only goblins.
Only little goblins.
Only little guy.
Nope. 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 Your cleave goes wide, well over the heads of the goblins. Maybe you got enlarged mid-swing, and so the swing just goes and misses everything.
Dang it, Maximilian, you ruined my swing.
What?
The
Why is it my
goblins,
fault?
the goblins on the other side of the road take their turn as they pour into your ranks. 2 of them go after Maximilian with little short knives. One of them rolls a 13 against you.
Miss.
What's your AC, bro?
Let me check. I think it's 17.
30.
How the fuck do you have
17
17 AC? You're a wizard.
We
Armor
got through this
spell.
all the time. Armor spell plus 2 from Dex and plus from Bracers of Defense.
Bracers of defense shouldn't
No.
stack with armor?
Yeah, that doesn't stack.
Yeah, bracers of defense and armor do not stack.
No, but I got a special one from Chucky's that just make it a +1 to your AC.
Special bracers of defense from Chucky that just give a +1 to AC?
Yeah.
So it's like a bracers of protection +1. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I can swing that. That's all right. So that's 3 from
Yeah,
armor. Fucking hell, seriously? 17? You're a stupid
Yeah.
wizard. You're not supposed to have 17 AC.
But he
I have
does.
19 AC.
I have a 16 AC.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Who let you get overpowered like this?
Hey, Neal, I only have 18.
Oh, don't blame me. It's you that provided
It's
me
just
with
an
the
armor
+3
spell.
slaying, Neal.
And I had to work my ass off to get that piece of fine cured leather.
All right. They miss you, Max. They miss you. 2 of them come after Zen with a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Yes! A goblin stabs you with his little goblin short sword for 6 points of damage. My
And
creatures
Zen's
have hit
down.
something.
Your creatures
Oh,
have
Neal, you and your bullshit. I'm down.
Oh my god. Jill, 2 goblins leap out at you. One with an 18!
I have 19. I have armor.
Yeah.
Spell.
I have 18, Neal.
Fuck! You sure you don't have 18? Come on, the goblins... Maybe he leapt out of a tree and had high ground on the attack.
No,
Little-
I'd say then he'd take a minus for being
I know. I didn't call it ahead of time. All right, the 18 misses. And one goblin comes after the rock. With, it was a natural 20, and then I hit the pencil and rolled over to an 8. How close?
Good job, pencil.
Zen, why do you only have 6 HP? Aren't you like level 5?
I'm level 4 wizard, Neal. With shit HP.
But that means
The
you must have
shittest
rolled
HP
like
ever to
1, 1,
HP.
2, 2.
It's funny because I have 12.
No, rolled 3 the first level, then 1, 1, 1.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's been shitty, Neal.
Okay. Well, let's do initiative for next round.
Okay, so who's the next that's
I'm
gonna roll?
only at 0, so...
Zen is the next one. Oh, so you're only at 0. That means if you are patched up, you can keep going. You're not at negatives. That's great. Zen, roll initiative for the party, please.
How many goblins are left?
7, it looks like. The
Ooh,
goblins go first. 2 more continue to attack Maximilian with a 1 and a 14. The 2 more attack Jill with a 9 and a 6. Well, the one on Connar rolls almost a natural 20 again, but it's a 2. And the 2 that were fighting Zen split, 1 for Max, 1 for Jill. Max, the one against you, rolls a 15? No, not quite.
17.
And the one against Jill rolls a natural 20! And stabs Jill for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
The most effective goblins.
Little goblin knives, Neal.
Yeah, little goblin knives that do d6 points of damage.
Okay.
Party's turn.
Well, Neal, you're
So
saying
there
knives,
was
but that's
3
short sword damage, so you're giving some bullshit here.
Well,
3
whatever.
versus me.
It's knives, swords, they're all the same thing. They do d6 by the book.
Sharp, pointy things.
3 versus me, right?
Yeah, 3 of them on
Burning
you.
hands on the 3.
Your spell is interrupted. No, you didn't take damage.
No, I didn't take damage.
You didn't take damage. All right. Roll me your d3 plus 2, 4, 6.
He's level 4.
7.
8.
What?
D4 plus 8.
6, 8.
Yes, I can double.
D3 plus 8.
D3 plus 8. I can do math, I promise.
Good job, Neal.
10 points of damage.
Fire damage.
They get saving throws.
Save for half.
One of them saves for half. The other 2 burn up in a pile of smoke and bones. The saved one takes 5, and he had more than 5 HP, so he is alive, but just barely. Jill, whatever spell you were casting is interrupted and lost by the goblins as they stab you.
Oh, I was just going to stab them with swords.
Well, that will still work effectively.
Okay.
Please cast stab them with swords.
All right, let me see.
It's a 9th level spell, they all die.
I get +3 to hit. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, there's one.
17 is indeed a hit. Please roll us some goblin slaying damage.
9.
9 is more than enough to kill the 7 hit point goblin, who crumples to the ground in a weeping pile of mess. Connar, the rock,
All right. Well,
the walk.
now I've only got 1 near me, so I'm just gonna go back to hitting him regularly.
Swing and a miss.
Well, good thing I have 2 attacks this round.
Make a second attack.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
I triple crit him by.
Ultra kill.
How many dice do I roll?
You roll single crit would be a 18, a double crit would be a 23, so roll 3 times damage dice.
Yeah. And then I'm really big.
Holy shit. You do 29 damage to the 6 hit point goblin.
I just
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh yeah, no, never mind.
It is brutal. The goblin is shredded. Little bits of it go flying all over the place, showering his allies in blood and gore.
Are they gonna make a morale check?
That's what I'm rolling right now. Okay, so seeing their allies burn up and seeing the big rocky guy smash them to bits, they look a little panicked. Let's roll initiative. Rob, it's your turn for the D10.
Alrighty.
All right. The goblins go first, and one of them gives a loud double whistle, a sort of thing. And coming down the path, you can feel the rumbling of the earth approaches this big black bull with nasty horns, snorting.
Is it a large creature, Neal?
It is a large creature.
So what you're saying is I'm just going to crit it and it's going to die anyway.
Sure, but it is coming charging down the hill at you, the rock, because you are front in the line. I just need to look up the stats for a charging bull. Where is...
Okay.
It's probably under mammal, cattle, buffalo. Buffalo.
Barbecue?
Charge. No, what?
Barbecue. Barbecue.
Okay, the buffalo charges you, rock. It gets +5 and then 2 for the charge. It rolls a 17 against you.
Oh wait, no. AC's 18.
15, 2
bad,
for
Neal.
charging.
Too bad, Neal.
Flank attack, because no, you killed the goblin that you were fighting.
Too bad, Neal.
All right, you managed to step out of the way. The bull's horns kind of graze the side of you, knocking you to the side. The bull keeps going past you.
If he keeps going, attack of opportunity.
That's true. Rock, why don't you make an attack of opportunity as the buffalo keeps charging,
Come
this
on.
time at max.
A what?
You're the next in line.
Exactly what I was going to hope happened. Oh, nope. Sorry, Max.
You swing your big two-handed sword at the buffalo, who it misses. The buffalo goes for Max next with a natural 1, careening off course, maybe stepping over the body of twisting his ankle on a goblin bone, and comes slamming into the ground on his side, piling up a bit of dirt all around him. The goblins take this as a terrible sign, and they all withdraw into the forest. Leaving you guys with the bull. So, party's turn.
Go, Rock. Go.
All right. Well, I can stab it.
Yeah.
You can stab the poor defenseless bull.
Defenseless.
It's on its side,
No.
on the ground.
It's like literally the bane of China
No,
shops.
Rob,
It's hardly
Rob, you're rolling.
defenseless. So I missed anyway.
Rob,
Badly.
those are D10s.
Oh, that's right. I was
Those are
still on the
D10s.
D10 thing. I thought I could just hit the.
2D.
I forgot that I rolled the. All right.
Oh, crap. Well, the bull is on the ground, so that's going to give you like a +4 to hit it. So that's actually like a 27 and an 18 against this armor class of 13. So the 18's a hit, and a 27 is a double crit. So triple damage on the first attack, single damage on the second attack.
And it's large. So.
It is large.
All right. So the first one is 19 damage.
That kills it.
Like buffalo.
And the second is 12. That's a really bad longsword attack, but you plunge your double longswords into the bull, who gives a as he dies at your feet.
So with 31 damage in one round, did I maybe cut off some ribs?
You can do whatever you want, man. You overkilled it by 12.
Okay.
We're having barbecue tonight.
Mhm.
Oh yes.
I sling at one of the retreating goblins.
Sure, he's got half cover, so -4 to hit, but go for it.
Okay. Never mind.
Nope. Okay. The goblins have retreated into the woods. Zen is unconscious on the ground at your feet.
Somebody should do something for Zen.
That is the problem with playing high AC healers, is that the only things that can hit you will one-shot you. Or, I'm sorry, high AC wizards. Anyone with low HP but high AC means anything that can hit you is probably just going to kill you in one shot anyway. There's a danger with that. Anywho, you guys are here. Zen, does anyone have any healing spells? Anybody?
Nope.
Healing potions?
Nope. Can somebody stabilize Zen?
He's already
0.
stable. He looks stable to me.
He's stable. You guys just need to like wait for him to wake up, basically.
We'll patch him up.
Yeah, you guys basically just need to make camp and wait for him to recover to the next day.
You can have the cat sleep on him at the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Speaking of, who's carrying the cat?
Well, Zen wasn't he?
Yeah.
So how do you carry the cat around?
It's got like a robe with a hood.
It's
Make
got like
sure
a cat
it's just like in the hood.
Okay. I thought for a moment the cat had a robe with a hood on. I was wondering how that would help you carry it, but this makes more sense.
I mean, the cat can have a robe with a hood on too.
Okay.
I get a little robe for the cat with a hood on, and then put it in my hood.
That was what people used as a backpack to carry their books back in the early days of the University of Paris.
Their hoods?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And then they found the hoods were actually better at keeping rain off their heads, right?
Yeah, but the books cost far more than their heads.
Well, I don't know. I'd say it's a lot cheaper to lose a book than it is to lose your head. So,
Not in a medieval economy.
No.
that's a good point.
Not with wizard spellbooks costing 100 GP per page.
Yeah,
change that,
a
Neal?
book is much more valuable than a peasant.
Didn't you change the economy of
Yeah.
wizard spellbooks?
Yeah, they were ridiculous. I should codify that in some rules somewhere, but we're not there right now. So you guys take a rest for the night.
Okay, so while we sit down there, I put
while I'm in and out of consciousness because I'm at 0, I'm just going, kill the ones in the Webuborons.
Oh, right.
Yeah, whether you kill them or the spell wears off and they flee doesn't really matter because they're not going to stick around to fight. They've been watching this entire battle from their like stuck position, like something caught in a web. And if you don't kill them for whatever reason, they flee at the end of it, so we don't have to worry about them. But let's just skip to the next day because you guys have to make camp and wait for Zen to wake up.
Well, hang on. I'll put the kitten on top of Zen. And I'll go, all right, little kitten. Zen really needs you now. Wow, that was some fight, wasn't it, kitten? I bet, I feel like it brought us all closer together.
Yeah, kid.
Totally.
I mean, he saved your life there. Like, he took a bullet, or he took a stab for you.
That sword was coming right at you, kitten, and Zen threw himself in front of it.
Yep.
Okay, well, as long as we're in the woods waiting, can I look for Aristotle?
Sure. Why don't you roll me a 1d20 for your Aristotle check? You've traveled outside of Berkshire quite a ways, so she's probably not around here. No, she's not in this neck of the woods. And we can just skip to the next day. Zen, you wake up, you're at 1 HP, you can memorize spells, and you guys can do all the things that you want.
I want to have lots of beef and barbecue.
Knock yourself out. You guys actually had the whole previous day to beef and barbecue it up as well. So
well, if that was all the same day with the house going invisible,
that's true.
The illusions, I'm pretty sure we headed out near nightfall anyway.
Yeah, so you had a little bit of time to beef and barbecue it up the previous day, but now you've got a bull who's just starting to rot. There's clear signs that some animals came and started nipping at it in the night.
Cool with that.
But yeah, whatever.
Well, then we are not as far outside of town then.
You're still too far outside of town to find her. The die roll already happened. Sorry. You guys pack up and continue heading towards Wicthron Rarenta the next day.
Well, how long will it take for Zen to get...
He'll be fine by the next morning. He'll be at 1 HP.
Well, that's hardly fine.
But then you're going to have to stick in Berkshire for another 4 days.
1 HP is not much of a difference anyways.
No.
His max. So he will just get one hit anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter apparently.
It's fine.
Because little goblin knives do, 6 damage.
They're like big knives, so big that you might consider them a short sword.
Well, Neal, you
Sure.
didn't say there were goblin short swords.
I don't know what you want me to
You
say,
know,
man.
It occurs to me that we never asked the kitten's name.
Well, the kitten probably doesn't have a name. It's an unwanted stray.
Oh, no, Zen named it, remember?
Oh, Moon Moon, that's right.
Oh yeah, Moon
Does
Moon.
the cat know its name? Moon?
Oh, yeah. Right, yeah, it is named.
I want something named Moon Moon, but I'm not going to remember naming it Moon Moon.
Okay. You guys continue on your way unless there's something that you would like to do.
No.
No, I mean, we beefed and barbecued, so.
Let's
Okay.
continue on this epic quest.
Excellent. You guys continue along your epic quest. You travel for the rest of the day until you come to the Berg River. It is the large river that leaves Wicklamdo and heads south towards Bon May. It's comprised of so many hiccups. It's comprised of the original Berg River from Berkshire, Chester Creek, and Wiki Run. And yeah.
I just
there's
realized we could have taken the boat,
Oh, yeah, we should have taken
Oh, man, yeah.
But then we would have had to deal with boat monsters. I think those are worse
Yeah.
than goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You come to the large bridge that spans the Berg River. It's this great big arch that goes across, and there's like a little market on either end of it. Down below, there's some docks where they bring supplies up from Bon May. And yeah, is there anything you would like to do here at the large crossing of the Berg River?
I considered throwing the cat into the river, but think against it.
Good. Okay. You guys cross the river and continue on towards Wickthronrenta. You get most of the way...
Wait, aren't we trying to get to Wicklamdo?
Yeah, but the closest route to Wicklamdo is off the road right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You continue along the way until it is almost sundown. And just as you're talking about setting up camp, everyone makes a perception check to see if they spot this next incoming monster attack.
Oh, dear.
Perception checks. 18, 23, 30, and 12. Let's see if that 30 beats their check. If it does, then you spot them coming. And oh yes, that 30 totally beats their...
I'd say it also beats the next one, too.
Yeah. So Jill, you guys are all walking down this road, and you spot something suspicious. There's a wire running across the path in front of you. Maybe a little bit too high for a person, but it looks like just the right height to like catch a horse's legs.
I'll go, oh, we need to stop for a second, guys. I've got a pebble in my shoe.
All right.
Let's stop for a second while I get this out here.
Okay.
All right.
Doesn't...
I mean, this is like the 4th time this happened, but all right.
All right. Then I stop and pull off my shoe and go, oh my God, look at this. Is this pebble? It looks like maybe this is the weirdest pebble I've ever seen. Come take a look at it, guys. Come huddle around here and take a look at this weird pebble.
What's it look like? Where is it? Let me see it.
Okay.
I see there's a wire crossing the road. It's like meant to trip horses.
Wow, that's a very interesting pebble. Indeed.
Dude,
I'm not even sure. Is it a pebble or is it a pill bug? This is really weird.
that pebble only has 5 points. The last one you showed us had 6.
Can I get everyone to make a charisma check at -5, please?
Okay, sure. Neal.
It's nice.
Neal, I'm actually legitimately concerned about that.
Never mind.
Having 5 points. But I'll play your game. I'll play your game.
Ooh, success.
Whoa!
what I tell you. I am very.
The ambush is like, I want to see that pebble. This is so super convinced.
No.
Pebble is awesome.
Instead, the Rock and Maximilian, when you're like looking at this pebble, because Jill like took off her boots, you notice that Jill's feet are surprisingly masculine and a little hairier than you would expect for a lady of her stature.
Man, she just doesn't shave.
They're elf feet.
They're a little hairy for elf feet, even. Or
Just don't shave.
all right,
Neal,
that's
Why
fine.
would my feet be
Do you
hairy
think
for
I-
elf feet?
I don't
I
know.
know
Look, I'm just saying. They get a good close look at a non-disguised part of you, and it looks a little masculine, and it betrays something. That's all. But it looks like the Rock doesn't care, and I don't know what
I'm
Max
too
thinks
focused
about
on
this.
I'm too focused on this pebble.
Mm.
I thought that was gonna be like our performance check, and so that's what I'm going with. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very convincing on how much I believe in this pebble.
That's fine.
Oh wait, I forgot to add the -5 actually.
Oh, okay, so Max doesn't notice. It's just the Rock who notices
Literally
Jill's
just the
masculine feet, but he doesn't care because he's focused on the non-existent pebble that he can't even find. So
Yeah.
there
What
wasn't
does
even a pebble
Rob
in there.
notice at -5?
Like it's probably like, oh, dang, Jill's got some big feet. But where's this pebble?
Rob doesn't notice anything. His check is meaningless.
Oh, Neal.
Okay. So I guess nothing happens.
Okay,
You make this remark about the wire. Does anyone do anything about it?
They go, hey, look, there's a wire.
Yes.
But where's the pebble?
What kind of wire trap is it? I look around the trap. See.
A pebble is just a baby rock.
You sure?
Yeah, one day it'll grow to be much like a full-on dunking rock. Because that's how pebbles work.
I don't think that's the case. Because I've never seen my dunking rocks get bigger. They only get
It's
smaller.
not a baby
Oh.
rock.
Well, they're
it's a
full
very
grown.
old rock.
The dunking
Clearly.
rocks are full grown.
I see. But
You guys are having this conversation right in front of the ambush, and the conversation goes on long enough that the creatures just trigger the ambush anyway and launch their full complement of attacks at you on a surprise round. I mean, you don't get surprise penalties to your AC because you kind of know it's coming, but they're getting a free round. You guys just stood there and chatted for a while about baby pebbles and how growing up into
Zenwood-
dunking rocks.
Hey, there's a wire here.
That's right, Neal. Penalize us for entertaining.
No,
chat.
it was beautiful. I loved it, and this is the better part of the entertainment of it is that you talk so much that the enemies attack you. Arrows fly out of the woods in your direction.
these bastards took the rock.
A bunch from either side of the road. We need our Clash of Kings music because this is a more fearsome battle than the measly goblin one. Hopefully.
Uh-oh.
Is it possibly like 2 or 3 large creatures with really low AC? I just like seeing those numbers
All right.
go up.
So, Maximilian, 2 arrows come at you. Both of them are natural 20s. I shit you not. I look, man, I don't lie about the dice. There's no reason to. If I wanted to kill you, I'd just throw an unreasonable amount of monsters that you couldn't defeat at you.
Doesn't lie about
Like
the
20?
So, Max, you take 3 and 2, 5 damage. You have 17 AC, right? Yeah, so that's not a
Yeah.
crit. So you take 5 damage from the 2 arrows that strike you. Zen, an 11 and a 7 are both misses against you. I guess that's actually an 8 and a 12 because they get +1 to hit. Rob, 2 arrows come in your direction as well with a 16 or an 18. This is an 18 and a 14, so a 15 and a 19.
Oh, a 19 does hit.
That's 1 hit against Rob for 4 points of damage, and 2 arrows come at the Rock. A 15 and a 12.
Nope.
Oh, they clatter off of your armor and fall to the ground as springing from the woods on either side of you appear 4 mean, muscly orcs that look not nearly as handsome as Borscht. This is still part of their surprise round, so they...
Hold on. 4 on both sides, or
Either 2 from either side, so 4 total.
Okay.
And they rush in. I guess they pick one of you and go after you. Max, 4 is a miss. Zen, 4 is a miss. Jill, 1 is a miss. And Connar, 17 plus 1 is 18.
God.
Is
Of
a
course.
hit.
Just
8 points of damage to the rock as the orc swings his big meaty axe at you. And now we roll initiative. I believe the last person to roll was Jill, so Connar, it is your turn.
All right. Sorry, guys. About to roll high.
8 is a pretty high roll. The orcs go first. The ones in melee will make their attacks at max with a natural 1. Zen with a natural 9, 10. Jill with a natural 20. The orc strikes you with a sword for 2 points of damage. And the rock, unless natural 20 is a 21, you don't have 16 AC, do you?
No, it's got 19.
Yeah, but Jill, 19, right?
Oh, yeah, 19.
Okay, no, so that's not a hit.
I've got 3 HP left.
Rocky... Nope, another natural 1 against the rock. And the first set of arrows, they're going to have to make called shots because you're now all engaged in melee, so they get penalties of 4 to their hits. So the first shots against Max is a wild miss. Zen is a wild miss. La Sombra is a wild miss. And the rock is a natural 20! The arrow strikes you for 1 point of damage, rock.
At least it's only 1.
Okay, party's turn.
Okay, can I color spray 2? Like the one right
Yes.
at me and then another one from an angle?
As long as you didn't get hit with an attack this round.
Well, I didn't get
I think I'm the only
I mean,
one.
I didn't get hit.
Nope, then your spell is
Yeah.
not interrupted and you can color spray away.
Can I
Okay,
see where the
D6
arrows are
for-
coming from?
Yeah, you could generally see their area. Give me a perception check. Ooh, 6 of them. You hit them both and they fall unconscious. Give me a perception check to see if you can spot the specific location. That is a damn good check. Yes, you can see both of them. On the left side of the path, there are 2 orcs, and on the right side of the path, there are 2 orcs with bows.
All right, I will.
You shout that out to us?
Well, yeah, I'll go. They're right there as I cast. Well, how close are they to? How close are the bow ones to the ones attacking us? In melee?
The bow ones are maybe 30 feet off the path. So they're about 30 feet from the guys engaged with you.
About 30 feet.
Yeah, about 30 feet.
Please hold a moment as I look up a spell.
Then we'll just
Neal,
skip to the next person while you look that up.
Neil, can I get into like tree cover?
Yes, you can
Against,
color spray these
missile
guys
weapons.
and jump into some bushes.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you got,
All
Zen?
creatures to be affected by sleep must be within 30 feet of each other.
Ooh, roll some sleep stuff.
Okay. So, need to tab back in. That's 2d4. 4.
Ooh, 4. So yeah, you sleep the 2 that are fighting you guys in melee and 2 of the archers, and they just boom fall down.
All the ones in melee are now just.
Yep. Color sprayed or slept.
And I pointed out the other group that I didn't hit with the sleep.
Yes. So Jill and the Rock, you have an idea where the other group is. You can't see them yourselves without a perception check, but you have the general location of where they are. So Jill and the Rock, it's your turns.
All right. Can I run into where the others are hiding
Yes.
and find them?
Yes.
I
Make
saw-
me a perception check as you run in there.
Do I get any sort of bonus for knowing roughly?
Yeah,
Like,
and for
knowing
getting
where-
closer, I'll give you a +3 on your perception check because you're getting in there and you kind of have a in and amongst them, so their cover's not as effective. Oh, you definitely spot them as you come up. You like basically trip over an orc who's like crouched down, reloading a bow.
Found him, Jill! And then proceed to dunk. Or proceed to not dunk.
You do not dunk. Jillian?
I've only got like 3 hit points left, so I am going to use the ring to dimension door to spot about 60 feet behind those.
Doesn't
orcs.
Zen have the ring? Oh no, you switched them out. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Poof. You disappear from everyone's viewpoint.
I don't see it.
Don't you spend like a round reeling?
Yep.
Like you cannot do anything for a round?
Yep, the rest of this round is spent reeling and Jill can't do anything.
Mhm.
So we go to initiative. No, the archers get their second attack. So the one engaged
They're
with the rock.
in melee now, Neal.
The one with the rock can't make an attack, if you would let me finish my words. The second one is not engaged in melee because they're not adjacent to each other, and is going to take a shot at the rock's back.
But isn't he going to have to... Aren't
Plus
I
4
engaged in
because-
melee?
That's true. He'll have to make a shot at -4 unless he risks hitting his ally, which doesn't matter because he misses anyway. So now we roll initiative. Max, it's your turn.
Okay.
Ooh, party goes first.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to dunk on this orc. Okay, maybe I won't.
Nope. Try again next time.
A good thing I got 2 attacks this round.
Zen, Max, and Jill.
I'm gonna cast sleep.
At the
Yeah, I'll wait for you
2
to
orcs.
cast that.
Yeah.
All right, roll me your 2d4, which I guess it doesn't matter. The total is going to be at least 2, and the orcs fall asleep.
Is that it?
That's it. They're all
Okay,
asleep.
I'll go around.
And
then
the
we
ones
go
that
around
are
slitting
asleep, I'll
throats.
start slitting their throats.
All right, you guys proceed to murder the sleeping orcs who...
And loot.
And
the
loot.
sleeping orcs.
Ah. Yes. Too bad you
Actually,
didn't loot
no.
those goblins who had thousands of gold on them.
I check if they have
Oh, no, those were treasure
Wait.
goblins.
Neal,
I check
Neal,
if they have white powder hidden in their boots. In their
They
gloves.
do not have a white powder hidden in their boots.
Okay, good.
But
Neal,
the
hold on.
orcs-
I keep the last one as I'm about to slit like the last one's
You
throat
leave
alive.
one alive? Okay.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you guys find, what is that, 30, 40, 51 gold on all of the orcs.
51 gold.
Ooh,
Dang.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So, like... Oh, God.
So
Like
3
page
gets
just turned.
13 and 1 gets 12. If we have
Yeah.
to.
Oh, we can split it
I'll
up
take
at the end
12.
among the survivors.
I'll take 12.
Alright.
Alright.
Zen takes 12, everyone else gets 13. Bam.
Because we got no healing.
This is true. Okay, so, party. What do you do? Just continue along the road?
I mean, we have to complete
No, I
our
kept
quest,
one alive.
right?
and
Oh, that's right, you
I'm
kept
gonna,
one
like,
alive.
Tie him up.
Okay, I presume you have rope on your character sheet.
Yes, we're adventurers.
Good.
No.
Well, now you have a tied up orc. He probably wakes up during the end of the rope tying process. Looks around. Does he speak common? Oh yeah, he totally speaks common and goes,
I speak
"You
orc.
mangy, flea-bitten, pink-skinned sons of bitches. What do
I
you
mean, you're
want
one.
with Arthur,
I
huh?"
slap him.
You slap him?
I slap him.
He seems to enjoy it.
I kill him.
Zen seems to
I'm
You
dealing with that
kill him
shit.
then. Okay.
Okay.
I ain't dealing with that. Nope.
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 Okay.
Well, so much for questioning this orc.
Yep. That he was the last one. They're all dead now.
Let's finish our quest. We're almost there, guys.
almost there.
This epic quest almost completed.
All right. You guys continue along the road until you get to the point where you can pull off, and there's a little hiking trail pointed towards the mountain that says Wick Lamdo. This way, 4 kilometers, easy hiking, and then there's another sign that says, hidden cave, 20 kilometers difficult trail. And then there's one that says
Kilometers.
Overlook Point, 26 kilometers insanely difficult trail.
Oh crap! Which cave did we need?
Well, there's only one cave. There's a cave and a lookout point.
Since when does Arcadia use the metric system?
It is bizarre. In fact, most of you don't even know what a kilometer is.
They might be like monsters. Maybe it's like if we go
Are
that
you
way, there's
sure,
26
Neal?
monsters.
Are
So
you
we have
sure
to
we
fight
have
against 4 monsters on the way up. Damn.
Neal? Are you sure we don't know what the metric system is with
I said
2
most
wizards
of you.
and... No. 2 and 1/3 of a wizard.
Well,
What?
the rock is the only one who knows what the metric system is, because the
Yeah.
rocks come in kilograms. So,
Well, no, my rocks come.
I'm going to leave that
But-
one alone.
But you see here, for some reason, I'm just really good with like distances. Like, oh yeah, we've gone about like a mile, or oh, we've gone about a kilometer. I run a lot, you see.
hmm
I've run a lot of 5Ks, a lot of 10Ks. Also done a marathon or 2.
yeah, the rock knows his shit.
Yeah.
The rest of you guys are, mile people only.
All right. I stop at the beginning of the trail, and I take the kitten out of Zen's hood and put it in Zen's hands to hold. And I put a hand on Zen's shoulder and a hand on the kitten. I go, that mountain ahead of us. I know it's all wrong, and by rights we shouldn't even be here, but we are. It's like in the great stories, Zen, the ones that really matter, full of darkness and danger, and sometimes you don't even want to know the end, because how could the end be happy? How could the world go back to the way it was when so much bad happened? But in the end, it's only a passing thing, this shadow. Even darkness must pass, and a new day will come. And when the sun shines, it will shine out the clear. Those were the stories that stayed with you, that meant something. That even if you were too small to understand why, and I pet the kitten, I know now. Folk in those stories had a lot of chances to turn back, only they didn't. Because they were holding on to something. I pat the cat again. Just even if this mission ends in failure, with all of us not having any healing at all, at least the fact that we did it together, person and kittens, side by side, that's all that matters in the end, isn't it?
Is this Sam's speech when he's on the steps?
Well, I mean that's part of the whole bonding process, which is the point of this whole mission.
Yeah, you need a really good speech at the end.
Okay.
Even if we don't go one step further, kitten, we'll have done more than anyone could have expected of us.
We've traveled up Mount Lambo with you.
The kitten has nothing to say on this matter. I don't know if Zen has something to say.
It is so moved, it does not have any words.
God. Zen just says it's like Melissa is still here.
I don't know what you're talking about. Melissa never gave any good speeches like that.
Oh,
Jill,
that's
She
true.
went on and on and on.
But that was truly an amazing speech, Jill. Let's do this hike.
Thank you. It's original.
Oh, gods.
Okay. You guys proceed to head up the mountain then. Woo.
So what were the two choices?
There were three choices. There's just to the mountain, which is nice and short. There's the path to the cave, which is really difficult. And then there's the path to the overlook, which is super, super difficult.
I thought the path to the cave was just regularly difficult.
Maybe.
And the lookout was just really difficult.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know.
I would say the regular difficulty because we don't have the healer.
Regularly difficult.
You guys
Sounds good.
set out on the trail to the cave. Can I get, let's see, either a strength or a constitution check from everybody? Your pick.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No, a dex check.
Nope, strength or con.
But I've got running.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this has nothing to do with running.
Oh, I've actually got a 12 in strength. It's my con that's an 8.
Yes.
Everyone needs a 21 or higher to pass. Ooh.
Don't worry. I rolled enough to carry you.
Yes, you did. So Zen starts breaking down, huffing and puffing up the path. He's a wizard. He's not meant for this sort of activity. But I think with the rocks 32, you
33.
can... 33?
The rock got 33. I got 32.
Oh, wow. Okay, between the rock and Robert, you guys can help Zen up the mountainside. No worries.
I say maybe you can't make it, Zen and Kitten, but together we can.
It's this damn cat. It's too heavy.
Zen, that kitten is weighing you down.
No.
No, we're never turning our back on that kitten. Zen would rather die than go on without that cat.
Wow, Zen, you're so heroic.
I mean, he almost did. Like, Cat, you see how much dedication he has for you. He's not giving up.
God.
See, that cat gets it. He is woke.
All right, we're almost there.
All right. So you make your checks. You make it up the mountain. You come to the cave. There's a series of bronze bars across the cave with a little door there, and a watchman at the cave. He's an older gentleman in his mid-70s-ish with a long gray beard and a wrinkly furrowed brow, thick glasses and kind of droopy cheeks. There's a little bucket next to him that hangs on the thing, and he tells you that if you wish to visit the mythical cave, there is a 1 gold piece fee for the park service in order to maintain this trail.
Okay.
So, well, what happened to the guard over by the overlook?
I don't know.
I say to him, well, I don't know what he's doing, but there's a bunch of punk kids, I think somewhere in their teens, and they're like smoking and drinking, and they had some cans of paint, and they were like painting obscene things on the rocks over there by the overlook. Isn't someone going to do something about that?
The guard narrows his eyes at you. You know, the park service could really use the funds. You're not the first person to try and cheat the park service by not paying fees and pretending something else is going on.
Neal.
In this age of fiscal irresponsibility, the park service isn't getting the money that it needs, and it's up to individual citizens like you to see that things...
I did hear that the king was cutting back on the funding.
It's true. It's true, and it's problematic.
But didn't he give you, like, a 1 day worth of his pay to make up for it?
The king doesn't get paid. He gave us nothing.
Exactly.
Anywho.
That's what we're saying.
Well, then maybe that's the case. But the point is, y'all, pay the damn gold to get up here.
Neal.
Yo.
I gave him 4 gold.
Excellent. He opens the gate and allows you into the cave. It's not particularly all that impressive. It's just kind of a big cave that goes back for a little while and has a little creek running through it. There's some stalactites and stalagmites with heavy graffiti on them. The place looks like it's been trashed. Thank God they put this gate up, otherwise most of these things would probably even be gone now. You notice there's an area where there's a couple of stalactites that have been knocked down. And even a few stalagmites that have been knocked over. There's a little section that's cordoned off with a small white picket fence, and there's like a little cross placed over as like a memorial for some kid who was playing underneath a stalagmite or a stalactite that fell down and killed him. And as a reminder to everyone else not to mess with the rock formations in the cave, because don't do it, it's dangerous. Anywho, you're now all in here. You're the only people visiting the cave at this point in time.
Wow, that was a total 1 gold experience, wasn't it?
Guys, What did we have to do? Just throw that crappy ring in here and call it good?
Oh yeah, I think this is where we deliver the quest on this.
Right.
So there's no one else here?
There's the guard, the watchman. He can see everything that you guys are doing from his position outside the gate. But he's only giving you guys a general look, making sure you're not.
How far in does the cave go?
About 40 feet.
It's a really crappy cave.
Yeah, it's really disappointing. I can't believe you guys paid a gold for this. It's kind of like it's of historical importance, but it's not that impressive. It's like when you actually finally visit Bunker Hill in Boston, and you're like, really? This is the big deal?
In Breeds Hill?
Hey, that monument's actually kind of cool.
It's Breeds Hill.
Bunker Hill.
It's Breeds Hill.
Could just continue to light the whole cave.
Why are you talking about Breeds Hill? Why is it called Bunker Hill if it's Breeds Hill? Although the majority of the combat actually took place on the adjacent Breeds Hill. But it's the Battle of Bunker Hill, my friend.
Neal, one of us taught 7th or 8th grade U.S. history, and one of us didn't.
This is true.
It was Max. This Max, wasn't it?
Okay.
It's Breeds Hill, right, Max?
All right.
Totally.
Well, I yelled at the guard, do you know why we were supposed to bring this ring here?
No? Isn't that something you should know?
I don't know. Some lady came in and said we needed to bring it here before the full moon, and that was about it.
Must be a werewolf. I would stay away from her.
All right. Well, I just take the ring, go to the back of the cave, find the furthest in stalagmite, and just place the ring on the top of the tip.
All right.
Around the top of the tip.
All right. You've put a ring on it.
Dude, that's going to be gone by tomorrow. Oh my god. Cat! Let the cat look at the ring.
I hold the cat up, unlike, having a look at the ring, so.
The cat scratches at you. Make me a constitution check to hold on to the cat because it hurts so much.
Oh no, until you drop it on the stalagmite and impale it.
All right. You maintain control of the cat as it scratches at you. So what is your plan, guys?
Go home.
Yeah.
With the cat?
We're close to Wicthron Marenta. Let's see if we can go there. I kind of want to do some shopping.
Okay.
What are you guys doing with the cat?
Maybe we should find someone that can adopt the cat.
Zen's hood.
Yeah.
But I mean, so okay, all right. So you put the cat in Zen's hood, and then you're just going to continue on the way to Wicthron Marenta?
Yep.
Well, hang on. Once we get outside the cave,
Mm-hmm.
I look around at the sky for a while. I'm like, hold up, guys.
It's a beautiful sunset.
This is nice.
Wow.
That's it? Just the sunset? Nothing up there?
No, just a sunset? Am I missing something?
You sure there's, I don't know, not some eagles?
I'm sure there's no eagles. We're not creating the Lord of the Rings scene by scene in this campaign.
Oh. Okay.
There are no eagles.
But we took the cat. Maybe this isn't Mount Doom, guys.
Damn.
Maybe. Okay.
It's in a mountain range. This is just a mountain.
I don't know, guys. I was pretty convinced there were going to be eagles.
I feel you're probably right on that one.
There might have been, but we still have an hour left.
Well, I guess that does at least avoid the whole controversy of why didn't they just take the Eagles there in the first place and avoid all the walking.
Well, it's because the Eagles don't give a shit, man. They don't involve themselves with the affairs of mortals.
The Eagles came all the way out there anyway.
Yeah, but only after all this good shit had happened, right? They can't just be called upon whenever. It's not like you can call the Eagles and be like, bro, help me get this ring in this mountain.
It's a round trip for the Eagles either way.
That's got a point, Neal.
The internet has all sorts of good responses to this that I can't remember. Here, why didn't the Eagles...
Should we take a break?
All right, yeah. Why don't we take a break? We'll see you guys on the other side of the break while we look at Eagles. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay.